New at 6, both of Georgia's U.S. senators are under fire for allegedly trying to profit from the coronavirus pandemic.
Records show that Senators Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue bought and sold stock shortly after a private Senate briefing on the virus, a classified briefing. 11 Live's Doug Richards explains.
In the days before he showed up at the state capitol March 2nd to sign up for re-election, Republican Senator David Perdue's financial portfolio was very active, according to reports Perdue filed with the U.S. Senate Ethics Office. And in that same time period, the same records show that Republican Senator Kelly Loeffler and her husband Jeff Sprecher were even more active. All following a private U.S. Senate briefing January 24th on the spreading threat of the coronavirus. Records show Loeffler and her husband, whose company owns the U.S. Stock Exchange, sold stock valued between $1.3 and $3.1 million in the weeks before the market tanked. Records show that Perdue didn't sell nearly that much, but he did purchase between $63,000 and $245,000 worth of stock in Pfizer, a pharmaceutical company now developing a coronavirus vaccine. The records show only a range, not exact amounts. The transactions are raising questions about whether Georgia's two wealthy U.S. senators are getting even richer with early knowledge of the virus's threat.
Were you trading on inside information about what was coming?
Loeffler spoke to Fox News at midday.
I'm only informed of my transactions after they occur, several weeks. So certainly those transactions, at least on my behalf, were a mix of buys and sells, very routine for my portfolio.
Perdue echoed that, saying, "I've had an outside professional that manages my personal finances, and I'm not involved in the day-to-day." Their opponents seized quickly. Seeking to unseat Perdue, Democrat Jon Ossoff called his stock trades pandemic profiteering. And seeking to unseat Loeffler, Democrat Raphael Warnock wrote, "Profiting off this disaster is unconscionable." And Loeffler opponent Republican Doug Collins wrote, "I'm sickened just thinking about it."